Smile. Hello everybody and welcome back to round 8 of the European Yugioh Championship 2014. Today we have Federico Zoppini versus Niels Kuhnberger. Now what I've got here for our little fact sheet is that Federico is from Italy, Niels is from Germany.
Got nice little flags to help with that.
Yes, they are in front of me as well. They're both on the bubble, so they're 5-2. Basically, winning this means that whether they'll go through to day 2, basically, whether they are going to carry on in the tournament. Zoppini is an accomplished player. He was actually a finalist in YCS Barcelona, and he's top 8 of last year's European Championship. So it may be he may be able to get back up in there.
Top 8, that's harsh.
Yeah. Now Kuhnberger is actually the former national Dragon Duel champion, and I do believe he also attended the first Junior Worlds in Vegas?
No, the first Dragon Duel Championship was in Tokyo, but we had Las Vegas last year. It continued, second year, and yeah,
and Niels Kuhnberger, yes, was in Vegas last year also. Yes. So we should be able to get to them very soon. No real word on what they are playing.
No, it'll be a surprise for all of us.
Yeah, it's a secret to everybody.
Yeah, it makes it more exciting that way. Definitely.
Not to the players that are playing the decks. If it was, then it would make for a much more interesting...
Well, bubbling at this stage, you're going to be pretty nervous, because even if you win here, you've got I got a couple of rounds tomorrow.
You still have to win tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to win it out if you're going to make it through.
Definitely.
It's you never really want to be on the bubble, but at the same time you prefer the alternative of just losing and going out of the tournament. And finishing top 8 is a fantastic accomplishment, especially last year, which was pretty grueling and very endurance. I lost my word, but you need a lot of endurance to get through the tournament. We had a very late finish on the Saturday for the European Championships in Frankfurt last year, and even Sunday went pretty late. And to make top 8, the thing that probably hurts the most about that is we only take the top 4 from this tournament to the World Championships. So to lose out in that final round, I can imagine that's one of the moments where you fall down and go, why?
Sorry, I'm hoping a player does that now.
I kind of not. It'll be a bit heartbreaking to watch. With some sad music playing.
We could play some sad music whilst it was happening. I don't know whether that would make the player feel better.
No, I think
here we go.
I think it'd come across as the wrong way.
Yes, it probably would.
Okay, I'm trying to tilt my head to see what he's playing again. I see an upstart goblin.
There we go. Armageddon Knight.
It's Infernities.
Ooh.
From Niels. This is going to be a fun one to track. Okay, so we got a. I keep seeing that upstart goblin. Oh, okay. This is
Herald.
I actually think this is the Herald deck that is very similar to Peter Gross. What he's playing.
Wow, that's very interesting.
This is going to be an interesting match.
I'm glad that it's making it through to here as well. It's a very interesting deck to watch.
Yeah, it's
also one of the decks that you don't want to come up against, especially if it's got its combo out.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting match. It's a case of Federico wants to set up as quickly as possible with his ritual monster. Assuming this is the ritual monster he's going for. For all I know, it's Demise. That would be a fun throwback to the past. And Niels, he also wants to empty his hand and start performing those crazy Infernity combos where he ends up with a large field of Exceed monsters and plenty of answers. So the first turn is very important for both of these duelists.
Just have to see if Niels can do it. Armageddon Knight there.
Okay, so upstart goblin first card.
And yes, it is what we think it is.
Yes. It's a Sonic Bird. Lets him search for a ritual spell card.
And
add it from his deck to his hand.
Player having to just check on that.
First time I played a ritual monster, I was playing that to search for what was it called? The crab turtle ritual spell.
I'm not quite sure.
Preparation of rites. This will allow him to search for the ritual monster. Yep, there we go. Advanced Ritual Art. This will allow him to reveal the ritual monster from his hand and send normal monsters from his deck to the graveyard to match the level of the monster.
Niels seems a little confused, but he's probably going to be more angry very soon.
Yeah, here's the Herald
of Perfection. You can just have a look at that there.
Yep.
If we can show that card on screen.
Bear with me one second.
Just bring it.
Okay, so it's a mind control. So slight technical difficulties on our side over here, so we'll try and keep up. There's a Manju. Okay.
Oh, and the first negation.
Yep, he's not
coming
letting
in.
that Armageddon Knight go. Lots of FaceTime cards, and the Sonic Bird
Returns.
returns. Yeah, as long as he has fairies in his hand, he will be able to keep discarding cards to negate just about everything Niels can do, and he's trying to get his Infernity combos off. And if Federico understands exactly how this Infernity deck works, which he probably should, as Infernity was considered a main competitor for this. Oh, it's a Eternal Tribute. He's going to just interrupt the key combo pieces and stop Niels ever getting into this game. Okay. I got Manju of the, I think it's 1,000 or 10,000 hands.
I think it's the 10,000.
It would make more sense.
No, it's 1,000 hands.
1,000 hands, okay. And Dagusto Emerald coming down for Federico. This will allow him to put cards back in his deck and draw an additional card, or he can special summon a normal monster, which he's actually playing. Oh, the compulsory evacuation device. Does Federico give up another card from his hand? Yep, he does. To get this Dagusto Emerald. Now I know Niles has an Infernity break face down, but he's not got any Infernity monsters to work with. Just a little bumble when shuffling there. He draws the Spirit Monster. Another Spirit. This is a very interesting deck that we're seeing here. Actually, it's like, whoa, what's going on? It's another Manju being drawn by Federico. Okay, it's Yakusha. When he's summoned, he gets to return a spell or trap to the opponent's hand. Does he go for the XE summon?
He is. He's overlaying.
Federico's got a lot. Number 39 Utopia. That card is awesome. Okay. Forgive me, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this name, and we're just having some technical difficulties on our device here. So, thank you. Here we go. And it would have the normal fairy monster would happen to be one of my missing cards. So it has 1800 attack, 2000 defense, and it's a fairy.
It's essentially just there as an engine for the Herald.
It's a level 6 as well, so you use it for the advanced ritual art, or I think Niels is as a combo deck. He is not getting his way here. Plays reinforcement of the army and concedes, immediately knowing that he's got no way of dealing with the almost infinite negation of the Herald of Perfection.
Whether he really knows how to side deck against this.
Well, I wouldn't expect to come here and play Herald, especially in this round.
Definitely
it's normally one of those decks where you expect it to. We have the Ghost Rare. It's not a missing image. It's the Ghost Rare. That's actually there is an image in there. It's a ghost.
That's the best card art to scan.
Admittedly, should have used a bit of foresight on that one.
Oh well.
Yeah, but it just so much negation. Niles tried to run Federico out of cards, and it wasn't working. And at this stage, you don't normally expect a deck like Herald to go up against a couple of road decks which catch it off guard, and you see it sort of on the lower tables of a tournament. But to get to the higher tables right now, it really throw you off your game playing against this type of deck.
It is pretty much the only one that does still play ritual monsters as well, which is why people get very confused when they see a ritual monster hit the field.
I really like the ritual monsters. It's a shame not more of them see play.
Well, the last one that I played was Relinquished.
Oh, Relinquished. He still sees a bit of fringe play.
Very long time ago.
I wonder if Niles is familiar with playing around Herald. There are definitely ways you can deal with it. We'll just see if Niles has that, or if he even has the answer. He's playing a combo deck himself, so he's very vulnerable to the massive amounts of negation. And Federico is going to be very familiar with Niles' Infernity strategy, so he knows exactly which cards he needs to negate, which cards he can let through. I'll be interested to see how Niles fights back against this.
He has spent quite a little time side decking. He doesn't really know what he's doing there.
Well, Niles gets a chance to go first here, and he's going to immediately try and get his combos off and put it in a position where Federico is not going to be able to set up. So it's a battle of the combos,
basically.
Okay, so Niles most likely to start. I'd be shocked. I'm avoiding surprise. I'd be shocked if Niles said, "Yeah, I'll go second."
If anybody's wondering why Matt keeps saying about every time he nearly says the word surprise, it's because whilst we were practicing, he wouldn't stop saying the word surprised.
Yeah, and it's something I'm very actively working on. Niles is hand loading in. We've got a Greffer Dark Hole Upstart Goblin Dark Greffer, of course. Soul Charge and Compulsory Evacuation Advice versus Preparation of Rites, Advanced Ritual Art, Sonic Bird.
He pretty much has it.
Archlord Christia and Advanced Ritual Art. Wow.
He has it.
That's a very, very good hand for Federico. Upstart Goblin. Okay.
I unfortunately view that that hand there.
Okay, we'll show you Dark Greffer because this is he's got the Soul Charge in his hand, so he's going to be looking to potentially get a big combo off very early. I've got unfortunately 2 cards I can't tell you what they are in Miles' hand. He has a Compulsory Evacuation Device, a Dark Hole, and a Soul Charge currently in hand. I'd be feeling really comfortable if I was Federico, providing my opponent doesn't go off on a big combo. We are going to see the Soul Charge. Yeah, it's straight away Federico decides to concede that game.
You can just see the big combo happening.
He knew what was happening. There was no way to avoid that. He was, okay, I'm not going to be able to play through this. Even though Federico's hand was pretty good, it was entirely dependent on Niles not getting his combo.
He appears to have already come up with a few strategies. He just picked up the top 5 cards off of his side deck there and already knows that those are the ones that he needs to be playing. Yeah, it's a matter of a case of I'm going to go second in this last game, which again puts Federico in this position of, hey, I've set up my guy, can you deal with it? If yes, I win. No, if yes, you win. If not, I win. And well, this game actually may have entirely been decided by the dice roll and the way the cards fell. It's ultimately using your side deck to say, I'm going second, I need to deal with that Herald of Perfection, or that monstrous field that Infernity. Infernities are known for throwing down at you. Take a moment of silence, rest the voices a little bit. We've been here for a very long time today. It's 10 PM local time here in Amsterdam. You can see, well, you can't see at the moment because we've got the players being lit up. It's starting to get a bit dark, and we have now 2 extremely bright lights shining on our face. Let's see, it still looks lovely outside, but it's as I introduced sun number 1 earlier, here is now sun number 2. So we do now have 2 very bright lights directly in our faces.
In every angle.
It's only just so everybody can see us.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's positives. Definitely positives.
Yep. Add a face to the
voice.
To the voice, yeah. Alright, okay, let's see. The opening hands have been drawn. I can see from Niles, I'm tilting my head again. Needle Sealing. I think that's an Infernity Break. Archfiend's Call. And I think it's a Dark Greffer again. And a Solemn Warning. Okay. The question is, can Federico set up his negation engine?
And the answer is pretty much.
Yeah,
if you look at that hand right there, that's everything he needs to go.
Very interesting blend of the spirit monsters as well for this Herald deck. I've never seen anything like this, if I'm entirely honest. Innovation is real, people. It still exists. Just taking a moment. Federico, he's got a smile. He's feeling pretty confident about that hand. Niles, I imagine, with just hoping his opponent doesn't doesn't set up. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, there does appear to be having some sort of issues.
Some kind of rules.
I don't think it's a rule. I think it's a technical issue, that's all.
Okay.
There's nothing to worry about. Yeah. But Herald to Perfection, definitely.
Yeah. It's one of those cards when you see it, it's just like, oh, this is bad. Oh.
And it's getting worse.
Yeah, Advanced Ritual Art. Yeah, it's Advanced Ritual Art. Straight down.
Straight away.
Perfection. Oh, it might be very early. He's got the Vanity's Emptiness as well. This is extremely strong setup for Federico.
I think it's quite clear that Federico conceded that second game just so he could go first.
Yeah, he'd
get that engine immediately.
It's like, I could fight through this. Well, I try and fight through this and probably lose. He didn't favour his chances. So he goes on, good night.
And it's been negated.
No, he's holding 2 spirit monsters in his hand, so... Okay, so he just...
He's negated Armageddon Knight already.
Ah, okay, yeah. You can hear the vigorous flicking of the cards. We got 1400 coming in from the Sonic Bird.
There's a needle ceiling there, so we need to be very, very careful.
Yeah, he doesn't want to put the 4th card onto the field. He doesn't actually have a fairy in his hand to negate his... Okay, Torrential Tribute. Oh. No, he does have the fairy, sorry. It's
He does have a fairy in hand, yes.
Forgive me, this is one of the cards that I have missing at the moment, so I can't pull that up. And it's not one I see very often. As I said, I've never seen anything quite like this. It's Spirit Artuma or something. I can't remember. You can check this out. It is a level 4 dark monster of 800 attack. You can find that in the online database.
The Spirit has returned back to his hand,
yes.
Which is fantastic when you really think about it.
Yeah, it's so well. Such synergy here, because he gets to put the attacks in with the traditional Herald deck. Didn't know how it was going to win the game, so he's just going to go, okay, I'm going to do some attacks.
Is he there playing a second one?
Yeah, he's playing a Preparation of Rites. This will let him search for a Ritual Spell and a Ritual Monster from the graveyard, perhaps. I was not expecting this. I wish I had more cards to show you all of this stuff. So if you want to look on the public database, go look for Preparation of Rites. I think it's Atoma. There, Sonic Bird. I can show you the Herald, but we already saw. We've got the Ghost Rare.
And some warning.
Okay. I don't think Federico's going to be too worried by that. It does shut off. Each turn he was going to be adding a Spirit Fairy monster to his hand to just keep the negation running.
But there goes another 1400.
Yeah. He's got 2 counters.
As I said earlier, just chipping away slowly.
2 fairies in his hand to negate, and he's got a Vanity's Emptiness. Should Niles even try something for here, he sets a monster.
Oh dear.
It's the 3rd Preparation of Rites. Yep. Preparation again. Niles, he's got a needle ceiling there, but he's got a lot of cards. He's got a tin goldfish in his hand, I'm being told.
I believe that's on the field now. Yeah, he has no hand.
Yeah, it's a tin goldfish, face down. Yeah. Tin goldfish taking the shot. Warding off Federico's attack. That was a reinforcement to the army coming down for Niles.
Just been negated.
Okay, Niles just passes Upstart Goblin, being played by Federico. Just draw more cards into his deck. Check his graveyard. He's just drawn Archlord Christia. He shrugs. I think he's got too many cards. Nope. He's got 4. Yep, so he reveals to his opponent, hey, here are my 4 fairies. 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be more, actually. I unfortunately can't check these.
Spirit fairy, 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 fairy. Yeah. It's definitely there.
It looks like more, but again, I can't actually confirm that. Yep, it's the effect of Archlord Christia is activating. Let's him take a fairy monster from his graveyard. Add that card to his hand.
Now that needle ceiling is still there, but it's no longer a threat.
Oh, that Herald of Perfection is just putting Niels straight out of this game. It's just shutting down everything, and Federico just keeps picking up more and more of these discard outlets to just stop Niels from doing anything. And now he's got a 2800 monster that prevents Niels from special summoning.
Just explaining what happens there.
Yeah, I unfortunately can't bring that card up, so we'll see. He's discarding a card to add a spirit monster to his hand. Really sorry about this one, guys. We're working on the technical side of things. He switches the Herald of Perfection to attack mode. Needle Ceiling is activated. He knows it's going to be negated.
And I do believe that is an attack for the win.
Yeah, it was 1400. That's some number of damage. Unfortunately, I don't recognise this card.
It's not quite there actually. There's 1800, 1400. He's just giving him the game.
Yep.
That was almost painful.
That was really interesting, guys. I'm really sorry that we couldn't bring up more of these cards because they're very unfamiliar to you and they were unfamiliar to us. But we've got a couple of things missing in the database, which happen to be these unusual cards.
There's a few things that happen. As I say, it's all a brand new system, so it's all going to get added to. So don't worry about it.
It's spirit monsters, spirit fairies, and the Aratama. If I tell you what, you can search up on the public database. I think it's Aratama is the spirit monster.
Aratama. I think it is, yes.
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce his name as well. And Nikotama.
Yes, Nikotama.
Yeah. So he keeps using the effect to search for more and more of these fairy spirits, add them to his hand. He uses them to attack. They come back to his hand, so he can then use them for negation of his opponent's cards. And his opponent is playing a combo deck which is so dependent on firing off its big combo and overwhelming the opponent. And when you're facing something against Herald, which has so much freedom in the cards it's going to negate, Niels was at a massive disadvantage from the start, losing the dice roll.
Pretty much.
Because you saw what happened when Niels got his combo off turn 1, that soul charge with the Dark Grepher, and then Federico just said, no, I can't do this.
As I say, and then there's just the game 2, just concede. I'm going to go first, and I'm probably going to win.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can't say Niels. I say Niels was at a massive disadvantage. I think that entire match was decided by who went first because of the nature of the decks they were playing.
Definitely.
Could have had a completely different discussion. Sorry, I've not my cable, so I can't hear myself anymore. Oh, there it is. There it is. Cheers, man.
Definitely, it's a fantastic play. Just every play-by-play. Niels couldn't do anything at all, basically. Niels was stood there. It's the most frustrating deck to play against.
It's a Herald of Perfection.
And just Herald of Perfection. Just it's a Herald of Perfection of being annoying.
Yeah, you showed
play against.
You showed that card. You showed him real good.
I showed that card.
Yeah, it's just I'm sure many of you in your dueling career has at some point sat down across from a Herald for Perfection, but massive credit to Federico innovating here with the spirit cards, creating this massive amount of control that he has over his opponent's plays. And it's very consistent. He's got the Manjus, he's got the Sonic Birds, He's got the preparation of rights.
He is so much search.
He is hitting that Herald, like, more often than not. I can't give you the exact percentage because I don't have a full deck breakdown, but
it is a lot, basically a lot.
It's almost every game he's going to go for the Herald.
Now, it does look like we've come to an end of our coverage for this round.
Yep.
Please tune in for round 9, which will be our last round of the day, and then we'll be cutting to the top. I'm not quite sure we'll be able to reveal that next round.
We'll find out for you next round.
Definitely.
Okay, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have fun. We'll see you soon.